What's going on, Raider Nation? This is Elias Trejo, owner of the RaiderNationTimes.com, writer for AskMen.com, and NFLSpinZone.com. Before I start talking about the Raiders yesterday and their loss, I really want to play some sad music for those who are still upset and who are still mad. I realize it takes a lot of effort to wake up every morning and watch a bunch of grown men play football while you watch it on TV and scream and yell. And after you lose a game or your favorite team loses a game, you like to hop on the internet and yell at other people who are not as mad or as sad as you. So before I start talking about the Raiders, this goes out to you guys. I hope that was able to soothe your angry soul. Now, I am upset that the Raiders lost, but hey, I'm not on the team. And I really don't control what happens. So that's something that I've accepted in the last, my whole life. And I hope one day you guys can too. We all have different ideas, all different opinions. We even all express our feelings differently, which is why I really hope this sad violin music helped cope with your anger issues with everybody and really probably your family and stuff. But anyways, let's talk about the Raiders yesterday. It was a very disappointing loss. We had an opportunity to take control of the AFC wildcard race. A win against the Pittsburgh Steelers puts us in 5th place, and to me, that would have locked it down. That would have locked the 5th spot down for us. There was no way the Jets were going to beat us. There's no way the Steelers were going to catch up to us. At 4-4, though, with 8 games remaining in the season, the Oakland Raiders are very well alive in that race. We blew it yesterday, guys. We had an opportunity to go into overtime, and our defense, we just got smoked. There's no other way to put it. Our defense got their asses whooped yesterday, by the Pittsburgh Steelers offense, and it was frustrating, especially at the very last drive. They have Landry Jones under center, and they give it to Antonio Brown, who was targeted like 76 times, and for some reason he still caught all these passes. But hey, he's a playmaker. They had the ball last. We made plays. They made plays. We made mistakes. They made mistakes. They just made one more play than us at the end of the game. In their home, guys. We were in Pittsburgh. And they did what they had to do. Unfortunately, we didn't, and we have to bounce back. 8 games remaining, and I like what our schedule looks like coming up. Now, I could be completely wrong on the order here, but we got the Vikings at home. We go to the Titans in Tennessee. We go to the Lions in Detroit. Then I think Kansas City comes to us. Then I think we might go to Broncos. Then we host the Packers. Then we host the Chargers, and then go to the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, in my opinion, the Raiders need to go 8-8 to lock up the 6th spot in the AFC. The Bills, I don't think are going to make the playoffs this year. They'll be close, but they're still missing some stuff. And they play the Jets twice. So one of those two teams, they're basically going to eliminate themselves. They also have the Patriots on their schedule as well. The Bills just have a little bit of a tougher road. The Jets kind of have an easier road. But all of that could change. Anything could happen. Reality is, we just need the same record as the Jets or Bills, and we'll be okay. And I don't think either of those teams will win more than 9 games. So if the Raiders can win 9 games, which is possible, then I think the Raiders will still end up in the 5th or 6th spot. The Steelers are the other team at 5-4 who have an opportunity to beat us now that they have the tiebreaker over the Raiders. But their schedule is pretty damn hard as well. And now Ben Roethlisberger. Now, initial reports say that his foot is a midfoot sprain or whatever it is, and he's only out for a few weeks. I call BS on that because, one, I've had one of those before, and an x-ray is not going to give you the details that you need or the damage that you need to see to actually, say how long he's out. And I think I saw a doctor tweet that on Twitter himself. I needed surgery after my injury that was kind of similar to that had the same type of impact on the foot. I think Ben Roethlisberger is going to be out for 4 weeks, maybe more. Now, they do have a bye week, but They play and I'm not talking about the Browns, by the way. That's not their bye week, even though it basically kind of is. But the Browns have an opportunity to beat the Pittsburgh Steelers this coming week. And it's going to be hard because it's going to be at Pittsburgh. But without Ben Roethlisberger and Le'Veon Bell, this is a different team. D'Angelo Williams ran all over us, but this is going to be a different team when Ben Roethlisberger is out. They also have a bye after that, and then they go play the Seahawks. And then sometime after that, they also have to play the Broncos and the Bengals again in Cincinnati. So we're talking about a team that at most is probably going to finish 9-7, maybe 8-8, and that's if things go well for the Steelers. So yeah, the Raiders, guys, we messed a good opportunity up yesterday. Unfortunately, we had the opportunity to control our own destiny and do what we do, and that's win games. Unfortunately, we didn't do what we thought we were going to do, and we lost to the Steelers. And now we're going to need a little bit of help. But the way the schedule falls on paper, I think we're going to get plenty of help, and the help that we need to get. Now, the Raiders, guys, I mean, we messed up, guys. We had too many turnovers. I mean, Murray got KO'd, dropped the ball. Taiwan just dropped the ball. You know, that interception, bad. I mean, we had a bad game, and we still almost came out with a victory. Our team isn't perfect. We got a lot of issues. We got a lot of holes. We got some depth that we got to worry about. But we still went into Pittsburgh and about handed them an ass whooping. I mean, we scored 35 points. They just made one more play than we did. And in a game like that, in a shootout, the last team to have the ball is the team that's going to win. And unfortunately, they had the ball last, and they took care of business at their home. There's no shame in that. Now, again, this isn't a moral victory. You still lost. You're still now in 8th place in the AFC instead of 5th place. But there's no reason to give up now, guys. This is a 4-4 team that has looked pretty damn good on offense. There are injuries to Latavius Murray, concussion. I would not be surprised if he misses next week. But let's give Marcel Reese some carries. He's a beast. Rodney Hudson is the injury that I'm a little bit more concerned about, because all of a sudden the middle of the O-line goes from dominant to maybe being the weakest point aside from right tackle, which has been weak but still pretty strong compared to what other teams have. But we have a quarterback that knows how to get rid of the ball quick. We have an offensive coordinator that knows exactly what he needs to do to get the ball out of our quarterback quick. We have great receivers, guys. Crabtree and Cooper, I think they're the best 1-2 punch in the NFL, or one of the best 1-2 punches in the NFL. Guys, Carr is playing out of his mind. He went into Pittsburgh where guys like Carson Palmer and Andy Dalton came in hot. They got their butts whooped in Pittsburgh. Aside from the loss, Carr did a damn good job against this defense that is not easy to play against. I mean, he threw 4 touchdown passes, 1 interception. Hey, this is the NFL. You make plays or you don't make plays. That Steelers defender, whatever his name was, made a play. Give him credit. You know, it is what it is. We lost the game. Time to move on, because we got a Minnesota Vikings team coming to Oakland next week. I think this is a game that we can win. The Vikings are a good team. Bridgewater, he had a concussion, got knocked out. I would not be surprised if him, like Murray, maybe was forced to sit out. NFL is afraid of concussions now. They don't want to rush players. There's independent neurologist stuff going on. I would not be surprised if both these guys missed the game. Now, the Raiders need to show some pride. They cannot let Adrian Peterson run all up and down Oakland. Not in their home. They let it happen last week. The team that was supposed to have really the best rush defense in the NFL, they got ran over is what happened last week, okay? That can't happen. So, Raiders, you got to suck it up. Win this next week coming up. Go to 5-4. You should go up in the standings because the Jets and the Bills play on Thursday. Ideal situation, the Bills win this one. Because then all of a sudden we're back into the playoff race if we take care of business. I hope the Steelers lose, but it's the Browns, guys. And hey, how about that Browns guy bashing the Raiders? Okay, dude. I love Cleveland Browns fans. But don't start getting cocky with a 2-7 record with an alcoholic as your backup quarterback, and with terrible drafting and a terrible crap going on with your owner and GM who obviously doesn't get it. How do you draft Justin Gilbert and Johnny Manziel and leave guys like Derek Carr on the board. You know what I mean? Like, don't talk to me if you're a Browns fan and make fun of the Raiders, because we have a bright future. The Browns, not so much. So don't get cocky on me. But anyways, guys, Oakland Raiders, big game against the Vikings. I'll preview this in my next video that I'll probably release on Thursday or Wednesday. Who knows? Might be tomorrow. But anyways, guys, keep your heads up. This is Raiders team. We're going to fight every week, and we're going to have the opportunity to win every week. Now, sorry to break it to you guys, but we might not win every week. And if we don't win, okay, I promise I'll be playing this music for you. Every time we lose. If this makes you feel better about yourself, or if you just want to go bash on other people on Twitter who aren't as sad as you, just turn on some sad violin music. You know what I mean? But if you've known me or have read my articles for a while, you know that I'm a pretty positive guy. It's because, one, I understand that I literally do not control anything that the Raiders do, and I don't let anything that I don't control piss me off. Okay? And yeah, I was upset that the Raiders lost on Sunday. I'm sure I wasn't as upset as the actual professional athletes who were playing and the coaches who were playing. Now, a lot of you guys are couch GMs or watch. A lot of you guys probably just steal the game because you can't afford to pay for an NFL Sunday ticket or something, and you're sitting there yelling at all these people because why? You're mad over a football game? Come on, grow up a little bit. But thank you guys for watching. Hey, Raider Nation, the Raiders are still alive, and I think they're about to go on a good run. They have a favorable schedule. I think aside from the Jets, they have the most favorable schedule out of the 4 teams that are fighting for the AFC wildcard spots. So I still think we can get the 5th seed. I think we need 8 wins to get the 6th seed. Unfortunately, now we need help. We need help. And that's what happens when you blow a game like we did yesterday, which is unfortunate. But, hey, let's get over it. Time to move on. The Vikings are coming to town. We got to beat these guys. Thank you guys once again. Elias Trejo, RaiderNationTimes.com, AskMen.com. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. I got a lot more stuff coming. Thank you. Have a good day.